Ice up. Ice what?
Whoa, whoa, baby, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out.
What's up, everyone? So I know it's been a bit, making videos has been a little bit pointless for the past couple of days, so I decided to take the weekend off. As you know, the Saints do not have a game, or they didn't have a game on Thursday, or on Sunday, or on Monday, so, you know, that's what happens when you play a Thursday night football game with the Atlanta Falcons on Thanksgiving. The New Orleans Saints and San Francisco 49ers has been a very highly anticipated matchup for a very long time. And this video will be posted on Monday before the Monday Night Football game. And I'm going to let you know that the Seattle Seahawks versus Minnesota Vikings football game actually has very big playoff implications. If the Seattle Seahawks win, they will take over the NFC West, putting the New Orleans Saints at the sole possession of first seed. But the Seattle Seahawks are 9-2 right now, so it's going to be a very, very, very thin race to the end to get to first seed. So we're hoping the New Orleans Saints, of course, can snag it and have the home field advantage, dome field advantage through the playoffs. But as of right now, we don't know. Sorry if the set looks off or you hear a turtle tank. I had to move my set into my room because it just makes everything so much easier and more comfortable. But a lot of people have been asking in the comment section of these predicted by Madden videos what exactly the record for the New Orleans Saints has been, or how correct Madden has been over the course of the entire season. So there were a couple of games in which I missed the Atlanta Falcons and the first Buccaneers game to be an example, or the second Buccaneers game to be an example, because I simply was traveling and could not record those videos. But for the most part, this is fully accurate as to what Madden thought over the season. I simmed the games I missed in my own time so I could get a legitimate peek at what the record would be for the New Orleans Saints if Madden's way was the way that things went. So week 1 versus the Texans, Madden predicted 27-24 Saints. They got that outcome correct. In week 2, 38-13 Saints. They were wrong. Week 3, 45-32 Saints. They were correct. Cowboys, or versus the Cowboys, 38-31 Cowboys. Incorrect. Versus the Buccaneers, 28-27 Buccaneers, incorrect. Versus the Jaguars, 30-20 Saints, correct. Versus the Bears, 19-30 Bears, incorrect. Versus the Cards, 34-24 Cards, incorrect. Versus the Falcons, 30-13 Saints, incorrect. Week 11, 30-26 Saints, correct. Week 12, 35-7 Saints, correct. Week 13, 42-7 Saints, correct. Now, the scores weren't correct, but the outcomes were. Madden is 6 for 6 on the season, or 6 and 6. 6 correct, 6 incorrect, and they have the Saints with an 8-4 record right now. So that's not the greatest statistic to have, but it's still interesting enough. So in this matchup, we, of course, have the New Orleans Saints versus the San Francisco 49ers at home. The New Orleans Saints are a 3-point favorite, so it's going to be interesting to see how they think this game is going to turn out. But it's hard for a human to predict a game. For a robot to predict a game that has literally no insight on the NFL, it's probably a little bit tougher. So let's go ahead, let's get this game started, and let's see how this goes down. So I'm gonna ready up as the Saints. I don't think there are any notable injuries besides the offensive line that need to go out, and I'm pretty sure Madden has that covered. I won't have to go do and make any changes or anything like that as far as I'm concerned. Either way, it's early. We haven't gotten the injury report yet, so I'm not 100% sure. But I'll update you guys with the injury report as soon as we get one. That might be one of the new series I do, covering the injury report and nothing but the injury report. One video every week, finalized with the injury report and letting you guys know who's going to be playing and who isn't. San Francisco is kicking off. Let's go ahead and sim the game. All right, 2nd and 5. Jared Cook dropped a pass, which is not good because he dropped the pass, 2 touchdown passes last week. The Saints will punt the ball. Very interesting. 1st and 10, you got a 6-yard rush by Matt Breida, who is going to play this week. He got rested during the Baltimore Ravens game in which the 49ers lost, so that he could be healthy for this game. 2nd and 4, 16-yard reception by Deebo Samuel. The 49ers are currently driving down the field, ending with a 12-yard touchdown to Emmanuel Sanders himself. Chase McLaughlin nails the field goal, and now the Saints get the ball back. Deontay Harris fields the kick, and on a 1st and 10, Michael Thomas snags himself an 8-yard reception. Ted Ginn Jr. gets involved early with a 17-yard reception, and then Alvin Kamara with a 15-yard reception straight after. Wow. 3 plays above 15 yards in succession. Very nice. Josh Hill with a 10-yard reception. He will be playing as well. And then an 8-yard touchdown to Traquan Smith. The teams are exchanging blows to get the game going. That's something that we might be in store, for seeing this week. Hopefully we get the run game involved more. That's something that I've been, picking at for the past little bit. George Kittle with a 10-yard reception, followed by a nice rush by Matt Breida. 12-yard reception by Debo. He's been having himself a game so far. And Jimmy Garoppolo is forced to throw it away. 2nd and 10, Jimmy scrambles for 5 yards. 3rd and 5, 24-yard reception for George Kittle. See, that can't happen. Can't give up easy 3rd down stops like that. That's ridiculous. The pass is knocked away by stud Demario Davis. 3rd and 6, a 15-yard touchdown to Deebo Samuel. Okay. Extra point good. Saints get the ball back. It looks like Drew Brees is going to have to keep us in this one, boys. 1st and 10. 4-yard reception by Jared Cook. That's okay, but that isn't going to do it. Let's go ahead and jump forward to the next quarter. 2nd and 6. 13-yard reception by Jared Cook. That's more of what I'm looking for. Okay, Drew Brees threw a pick. Now the 49ers get the ball back. Good rush by Matt Breida. Good stop. Pass knocked away by Eli Apple on 3rd down. The Saints are going to get the ball back. Okay, well, they kick a field goal first, but then we're getting the ball back. 17-7. Very interesting. Can't be getting beat up like this at our house, boys. Come on. Drew Brees threw a pass away. Another interception. What? Is Madden bugging out? Okay. 8-yard reception by George Kittle on 3rd down. Wow. 3-yard touchdown. So this looks like it's getting out of hand. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up because if it's not going to be competitive, there really isn't any point in watching the entire thing. Let's see what's going on. Saints with the ball. They score. San Francisco scores. Saints score. Exchanging blows, but either way, we're not stopping them, so we're still down the entirety of the game. Jump to the next quarter again. Saints get the ball. Put up a field goal. It's just... All right. This could get interesting here. The defense is going to have to not fold. We're going to have to keep them in check in order to get back into this game. 5-yard rush by Tevin Coleman on 3rd down. 1st and 10, 8-yard rush by Jimmy. So they're really just beating us in every phase of the game so far. And this is not something that I'm ready to see on Sunday. I don't believe that this is going to take place like this at all. But they're going to go ahead and probably put it in the end zone or at least get a field goal here. And that pretty much ices the game. 6-yard touchdown by Deebo Samuel, who has torched us in this simulation all game. Okay. 19-yard reception by AK. Garbage time stats. We're not winning this game. We're down 14 points. But, I mean, getting in the end zone and trying to get the ball back would help. 9-yard rush by AK. 4-yard rush by AK. Getting him more involved. Negative 3-yard rush by AK. And a 4-yard reception for Jared. Hopefully we could put this in the end zone and just try to get the ball back. Incomplete pass by Drew. 3-yard rushing touchdown for Alvin. So, in order to even be contending in this game, we have to get a stop, which we haven't had any turnovers, in my knowledge, this entire game. We have to get a stop and get the ball back. We have 3 timeouts and 2 minutes left. Drew Brees has done this before. 3rd and 5. 3-yard rush. So, the New Orleans Saints... Okay, well, never mind. Okay, Madden. 15-yard penalty by Marshawn Lattimore pretty much ices the game. 11-yard touchdown. Wow, this is just disrespectful. This is just disrespectful. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm disgusted. Is there even a point in watching this anymore? There isn't. I'm going to go back. There's no point in watching this. So, you're telling me, realistically, that the San Francisco 49ers and New Orleans Saints are going to put up almost... When a game looks like this, look at that triangle and that square. You trust me to... You know what? Let's just go over the stats. So, somehow... Madden thinks that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to throw 6 touchdowns and 270 yards on the New Orleans Saints. 6 touchdowns and 270 yards. Drew Brees threw 470 yards for 4 touchdowns with a almost 10-point higher completion percentage. Wow. The over-under for this game is, I believe, 49. Where did 97 points come from? Anyway, let's go ahead and look at this. I already read off the quarterback stats. Apparently, Zach Line threw a pass. What in God's name is that? Matt Breida had 159 yards. So he would be breaking the almost 2.5-year streak of not allowing a 100-yard rusher. Right. Matt Breida, out of all people, he's going to be the one to do it. Alvin Kamara had 50 attempts for 42 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Traquan Smith had 89 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jared had 127 yards, nothing else. Deebo Samuel had 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. AK had a reception touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, Kendrick Bourne, and Tevin Coleman all had receiving touchdowns of their own. So did Matt Breida. Defensive, our defense played like absolute garbage if it allowed 52 points to Jimmy Garoppolo. Half a sack. Cameron Jordan had a sack. That's about it. Krishawn Hogan apparently played a defensive snap. Marcus Davenport had half a sack. That's about it. I don't see this happening whatsoever. No. The 49ers are not putting 50 points up on the New Orleans Saints. Not happening. And the New Orleans Saints aren't putting 45 points up on the 49ers. Well, Madden, you exceeded my expectations this time. Garbage prediction, garbage outcome. 52 points? Porn star Jimmy, 52 points? Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree with this I can't even say the words I'm about to say. This stupid game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Wow. Adios.
Ballin' like Barkley, wrist so sparkly, internet surfing, feel like iCarly.